This is so hard to do because everything about how I use my hands when I play this game is like different for PS2. Okay, I need to, or you could possibly take it out, buy a mod for the console. I could. I don't think we currently would allow, I don't know if we would allow runs with that because it would affect load times. AMC boot would likely affect the speed of load times. So we would have to consider, like, do we consider that a PS2 run or an emulator run or whatever? Oh my god, hi honey. That's my partner, by the way. I love you. But yeah, yeah, the load times might affect it. You would be allowed to do the runs, you know? That would be totally fine, I'm sure, and we would accept them on the leaderboard. It would just be a question of, do we consider it like an emulator run at that point? Because it's not an emulator run, but it is a modded console run. It's definitely an option. We've been having conversations about it, because Blue Screen has mentioned it before with doing essentially the same thing but with original Xbox. The only reason I don't want to do that is I don't have any interest. I personally have no interest in playing in playing like not hard copies of my games. I own a ton of physical games for my PS2. I just want to be able to play the discs. And I want to be able to have a piece of hardware that can play them, because that gives me the most longevity, I feel. It's so weird, because, like, obviously my partner knows I stream and has seen my stream and etc. But, like, Zen's not usually actually in here when I'm doing things, or, like, not typing at least. I'll watch the TikTok in just a minute. Wait, you sent me a I'm sure I'll be able to watch it. Oh, really? Really? You lurk in my streams? And aerobics that I have to do right now to use my left stick and down D-pad at the same time, since PS2 they're so close to each other. Here.
Red elf is about to die.
Back. Flipping. Okay, there's two possible paths here. I'm almost leveled. I either just try to keep myself alive until I get the key and take the death warp super fast, which I'm gonna try to do, or I try to level up so I heal. I think we're gonna barely make it. That was so sick. I'm so sweaty. It's very hot in here. It's cooling down though. Today's a much cooler day. But yes, so hopefully new laser for PS2 soon. And then I can, it's gonna damn in here. And then I can play games a little bit easier. But I got Gauntlet to run, and it's loading things properly, which is not normal for this thing. So I'm very happy to see how well it's doing. 401 for that split is crazy talk. These load times are disgusting, dude. This is probably going to be my slowest any % run in a long time, because I haven't run on, like, this is the slowest platform to run on, and I haven't run on this yet. I do have a PS2 emulator run that's pretty quick, though. It's like a 56 or something. Maybe faster. Well, you know what? Oops. Pay attention to what I'm doing, but I need to get my phone out. I want to get a metronome going. Man, PS2 controllers are so small, I kind of forgot. I went to, so if I wasn't able to get this working, I was considering playing a little bit of Devil May Cry 3. And I don't know what the fuck happened to my DMC copy, but it is in shambles. Like, that thing is barely holding on. So I'm gonna have to get a new copy of Devil May Cry, which is fine. The MC3 Special Edition is not, like, that expensive. Oh, DMC. I was gonna stream it, too. I think I have a playthrough ongoing, a Virgil playthrough that I was working on, like, a year ago. It's on, like, hard or very hard or something. I can do one as soon as I manage to get the thing. Blah 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 blah. Right, I need to try and get. Oh, I don't have the angle down for this, you know. Right, I'm trying to get a metronome going. I'm all flustered. So many things going on. Okay, we're just gonna do this the best we can. If we miss Scarecrow, we'll probably keep going. And we didn't miss Scarecrow because we are the GOAT. Okay. Chilling. Honestly, that's it then, right? We're doing a run. There's really no reason to reset. We might miss the group cutscene skip, but I can stomach that for a first PS2 run. Honestly, the thing that would kill the run at this point is my console breaking or my controller giving out. But we would probably finish it. It would just, you know, not be a good run. Yeah, I thought about playing Devil May Cry. I watched Blue Screen stream it the other day. It was really fun. And I haven't played it in a hot minute, so. I swear, if I ran this game on PS2 primarily, I think I would hurt my hands. Like, it's genuinely uncomfortable. Like, the controller is so small. You get a nice big breather in between levels, huh? This is insane. It's really hard for me to walk, like, accurately because of how shitty PS2 joysticks are. Oh, I hate that. Is it comfortable? Days today, Tuesday. Ooh, we still made that cycle, which is good. Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow, of course. I don't know how long I'll be able to stream though, because for tomorrow, because I have a lot that I need to get done tomorrow before Thursday. I mean, not like a lot. I'm getting rid of my old couch. My dad's gonna come over on Thursday, so I just want to make sure I tidy up and like clear a good path because it's kind of a big couch that we have to get rid of. We have to put it on the curb. So that'll be fun. I started. I think I'm picking up a secondary game. I think I've found it. I've started working out Death Jr. on PSP, and it's been really fun. I think that game is potentially an incredibly fun speed game. Like way more so than Never Dead. I think Never Dead has a lot of potential, but I just like it wasn't hitting right for me. But Death Jr. is really hitting that sweet spot. Okay, so Death Jr. is really cool because it has a lot of really interesting movement tech that is like kind of hard to do, super fun. It's got animation canceling and things like that. I like it. I like it a lot. And there's very little speedruns done of it. So no one's ever done a full game run. There's one YouTube channel I found that has some IL runs for just a couple levels, like 3 levels, which is obviously a very small percentage of the game. And they did hone in on one of the pieces of tech that I did find as well. Some movement tech, but I think there's a lot more. And they also only did New Game Plus runs of individual levels. So there's still plenty of, even for those levels, there's still plenty to figure out for the new game route. But big thing right now is there's these doors that you have to collect souls to unlock, and I'm trying to see if there's a way to get around them or get through them. I think that's the first big thing to explore with that game. Certainly not done with Seven Sorrows, but I like to have 2 games to run, and I tried picking Super Indie Carts back up, but it just wasn't hitting right. So I tried Never Dead for a while, and that wasn't hitting right. Death Jr. is feeling a lot better, a lot more interesting, and I own it on PSP, so I'm gonna do runs on emulator, because why would you actually do physical runs on a PSP? It's really uncomfortable and will probably hurt your hands, but I own it on PSP, so I can like practice on PSP whenever I want, which is fun. So I was doing that when I was at my partner's earlier. Okay, I should have all my Falcon Pack gold now, and we just need to not forget Falcon Pact here. That's another quintessential part of this run. I got an extra 50 gold somewhere. I don't really remember. Oh, I think it's next to the chicken or the turkey in Playtown. I think I picked that gold up. Obviously, I don't need that gold, but you know, whatever. Doesn't hurt. Lock my phone so I don't kill the battery. It's so warm in my room. I'm sure the TV and everything is not helping. It's probably making it a lot warmer. Okay, I think claw grip is going to be better here to do continental with my left hand. 'Cause I usually do it with my right hand. DMC, yeah, I was talking about doing some DMC streams sometime. Not speedrunning it, just hard difficulties with Virgil, probably. Or I could do some Dante. I haven't done like harder difficulties with Dante much at all. If there's like a unlockable sort of secret character, I always kind of those kinds of games. No, you're fine. You're all good. No big deal. What was it again? We were just talking about I might play some Devil May Cry 3 on stream sometime, just for fun. I wouldn't speedrun it because I don't know how, but probably just harder difficulties with Virgil. Please do. Yeah. I love that game. I haven't done, there's like that weird sort of extra mode, like the Blood Palace. Okay, please kill this stupid boar. The Blood Palace or something like that. I've never really done any of that. I just kind of play higher difficulties. I mean, it took me forever to beat the game on hard with virtual. Because that game, I'm not very good at it. I will say though, it's a comparison that's really fun to make with people who know and get it, but like most people don't get it because they don't have enough experience with both of the games. Devil May Cry 3 and Tony Hawk, like any Tony Hawk games, Pro Skater, story games like Underground and stuff, they are so similar. And I know that it's like a weird comparison, but it's so true. The comboing system, not only in spirit, is so similar between the two games. Obviously, one is combat driven and one is not a combat game, but like their comboing system feels very similar with things like moves staling. That happens in both games. And the point system feels very similar and whatnot. But then on top of that, if you just like play both games for probably like 100 hours or so, you'll notice that like it feels like your hands are doing the same thing. I feel like I'm doing such similar hand movements almost for, you know, Tony Hawk and we can do some Tony Hawk streams sometime too. That would be pretty fun. The countless hours that I've put into Tony Hawk series might as well be used somewhere. I've thought about learning to speedrun it, but I don't think I'd enjoy it. I used to do a lot of like sort of like freestyling stuff in Thug Pro, but people don't use Thug Pro anymore. I have the one people use now. I think it's built off of the American Wasteland engine mostly, but I don't remember what it's called. It's like Rethawed. I think it's like Tony Hawk Rethawed or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna die, so let's just try to do that.
Red Elf has died. Red Elf
like
is born anew.
I really wanted to...
Red Elf needs food badly.
There you go. You usually get by 4 before the... comes out.
Red Elf is about to die.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive until he gets here. But we're just going to try. No, we died.
Red Elf
this is kind of slow.
died. Red Elf is born anew.
But also... got the cutscene skip at least. That's really all that matters right now. Yeah, Tony Hawk stuff's fun. If anyone wanted to, I could show people boost planning and stuff like that. It's fun. It's fun stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do and things like Rethawed and Thug Pro and stuff like that. I don't know much about Rethawed as far as its online stuff. I used to like joining public lobbies in Thug Pro quite a bit. I don't know if that's still a thing. I wasted mana doing that. It's okay. We'll have to work around that. Stupid. Honestly, as long as I can get through these generators, looks like I will be able to. And if that's the case, bursting there's actually kind of a good idea. Because I don't need the mana for the next section. We used to use Continental. Oh! So I did not press my D-pad at all there. That was just my controller doing that. This controller is fucking falling apart. I should have used the one that doesn't suck, but I thought it would be fun, and it is, so. Set my bow. I'm almost leveled up, too. I might just play that angle. I need the XP for the next section, so I might just, play for the level up.
Red elf needs food badly.
Sweet. Kind of played out perfectly. Dude, our time is awful. The amount of time we've already lost just to load screen, like load times. Like, this hasn't exactly been a perfect run, but we've lost so much time just to like load times. I'm just gonna kick through this. A lot of times I try to do something here, like a Continental, and I do think for most characters it's worth it. Problem is, most of Continental's arrows just don't work, like aren't gonna hit because it's uphill, which is one of the biggest downsides to it. In New Game Plus, you can use Light of the Underworld, but we don't have that here, and it's not worth getting. Probably not worth getting. Come back in like a year and see if we start using it in New Game runs. Oh, here it is. Blue Screen talked about how this section can lag on PS2. I zoomed my camera in, hoping it helps. It feels like it.
Red elf
Yeah, I
needs
got
food
it.
badly.
No, I need to zoom out. Here. There's one person who's not coming. He is going to fuck this up for me.
Red elf is about to die.
This sucks. I have to just... I have to hope he doesn't get aggroed.
Red elf has died. Red elf.
Staying
is
absolutely as far down as possible just to make sure. He did. I knew it. Obviously eats into our time saves. Extra time saves. If I can keep him on the other side of the rock here, that can sometimes help. Okay, that again didn't touch my D-pad at all. That was just my controller. I think it's because the again, the shell for this controller is so loose that the D-pad is getting like pushed down by the you know, the, like shell of it, plastic, which is so silly. I mean, I could probably find the screws for it. I don't have like spare screws around, but I could probably find some. Also, my PS2 currently doesn't have most of its screws in, because obviously I took all those screws out to open it up and like fix it. And honestly, since I got the game working, I really didn't want to like turn it off to put all the screws back in. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it like this for now, and then tomorrow morning I'll put the screws back in. I have no clue what kind of pace we're on. For all I know, this is gonna be a 2-hour run. Got it. another person who can kind of just bring in a run. Let's see how it goes. Slams. Harder for me to get away. I just worry, like slamming, I think it's a little worse than swiping. Oh, and that missed, and I just randomly vengeanced. This is so cursed. If future PS2 runs, I'll use a proper controller. Promise. I think slam recovers a bit slower, but I think the real issue is because you recover so slow because you're stuck on the ground. It's just a higher chance that like you're not gonna get out of there in time. He's gonna do another attack, and obviously. Oh, getting pushed like that is not ideal. Yeah, he stomped. We're just gonna take it and hope that this works out for us. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, I got the uppercut off. One of them didn't go in. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna expect it to. Sweet. All things considered, that wasn't so bad. It had some hiccups. He did do some erroneous attacks and stuff, and some little extra time to group. Dude, I was mashing R1 that whole time. PS2, man. But all in all, it's pretty good. Imperial City. Let's not forget the weapon. That would also be bad. At least we don't have to worry about saving, though, because it's not 1 PMC. Oh, this level is so bright. One of these days I'll mess with the way that the feed looks on my capture card, because it looks very different on my TV. It looks much nicer on my TV. It's just the color balancing is kind of off with the capture card, and I might be able to kind of like make some software adjustments to actually help balance that out a little bit better. Not a huge problem. It's partially just a byproduct of, you know, it's not the best capture card. But like, hi, thank you. Thanks for the good lucks. The good luck. I don't know why I pluralized it. I'll just assume you were giving me multiple good lucks, actually. Choose to believe that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get a couple in there. Oh. Dude, I hate when I get shield bashed mid-falcon. It's disgusting. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now we're gonna get a world record. PS2 world record coming through because I got all the good luck. If you space yourself just right, you can get some good value out of just doing falcon attack for these. Ugh, dude, the controller though does not like it. No. Fine. We can get our health back up here at least. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. It's way too warm in my room right now, but it's supposed to cool down significantly tonight. And tomorrow is supposed to be much better. There's a bunch of food here, so we can get our health back, which is nice. Get this space just right. This one. You can space these just right. You can can get him with just a continental, but we have to. If any enemies come in, we gotta fountain back. It's safer to pack these, but it's kill them. There's a way you can position yourself to do that one continental each gen really quickly, but it is really hard, and I did not want to try to get that spacing correct right now. I need to spend my XP. I haven't been leveling up, and that will come into play next level. After this level, I gotta remember to mash X a bunch at the end. But yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Tatas? Tatas? I don't know how you prefer your name to be pronounced. Tatas? Tatas? Tatasis? Oh, there's. Oh no, that's just an S. Yeah, that's just all S's. Yeah. Let me know. Say it every time. This sounds really bad. There's no one near me. It's fine. It's alright. So last any percent I did, I just ripped through these with mana, and I just didn't burst for the push up here, and I'm gonna do that again and see that a consistent thing. Oh, fuck. Part of it was blinding the enemies, of course, and
Red elf needs food badly.
yeah, we got it. There's cheese there. I'm gonna try to pick the cheese up. As long as we can survive to this portal, we're pretty much fine. I feel like it's faster than trying to take a death here. And you just need enough to continental twice here, which I think even if you run out, you'll have enough to at least do one continental for that, so it's like... Also, I don't know if anyone has ever noticed. It's very hard. I mean, with the way my webcam's positioned and stuff, especially now, you can't really tell. During a lot of cutscenes, I close my eyes for half a second. And I guess it probably would just look like I'm blinking or something. But oftentimes what I'm doing is I am imagining the song that plays when prompts show up. The little boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Because there's a specific spot in that song that I use as an audio cue for when you're able to skip things, to skip out of a prompt, to skip past a cutscene, things like that. And there's certain cutscenes that don't play the audio, but the timing for the like button press for skipping it is the same. And so I try to imagine the song so that I can just press X once at the right time to skip it. And the reason I do that is because instead of mashing, because if you mash, you'll likely end up attacking afterwards, which is not fast if you're stuck in an attack position.
Red elf needs food badly. Red elf is about to die. Red elf
I should be able to. Whoops.
Red elf is
Finish
born
them
alone.
here. Not my best, not my worst. We take those. I have found that, like, for a while during my runs, I started trying to favor, like, really elegant mana management in order to take less deaths for mana. And I have found that that's kind of the opposite direction to take. The solution necessary is still reasonably elegant, but it's not about fewer deaths, it's about smart deaths. And if you just plan better for when you need to die and how you need to die, rather than conserving your mana at that point, instead you're allowed to absolutely blow through it during certain sections because you know that you can take an appropriate death. And so it's like, here, I know it's going to be faster to just blow through all my mana and die to these enemies than it would be to try and conserve it, so that I only have to take one death. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, this happens. I hate this. My burst is killing them because I have the weapon upgrade and I'm high level. And so he respawns, and then he can hit me sometimes if it spaces out just right. It can kill you before you can hit the thing. It sucks. That's still one of the problems with this level that I just have no solution for in any percent. It's the only category where it matters, and Elf is the only character that seems to struggle with it this much. But I really don't know what to do if, like, you're about to kill them. Because a lot of times you don't even know that they're, like, that low. And for safety measure, you can just kill them before doing the trick, or doing the whole thing. But if you do that... Oh my god, I'm failing every Falcon Pact attempt. Take a death here, which sucks.
Red Elf has died.
It wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. Yeah, you can kill the blue guards, then do the section. That way your burst is on full health blue guards. But killing them takes time. You wait for the respawn before you do the burst, or else the burst will miss them and they'll still hit you. And they take a while to get up the stairs. So it's consistent, but it's consistently not so great. So it's hard to say. Maybe using something other than burst to keep them away, but I feel like the blind from Continentals are not going to last long enough. I don't know. It'd be worth trying though. I think, what's the PS2 world record right now? By the way, I think it's 58. Maybe a little lower. At least the console PS2 world record is. Again, I have an emulator run that's a little faster, but it's obviously a very different situation because the PS2 emulator load time differences are huge. Okay, just
Red Elf needs food badly.
becoming a mess because I fucked up Falcon Pact like 4 times. It happens. Oops, that was supposed to be spot. My strat lately for this section is basically just like, don't let the sorcerers get away from you. Because they obviously take up a spot in the spawn list. Like the enemy. You want to keep clearing out all of the enemies as much possible. There's some sorcerer on the other side of the room. Like, not dying. That's.
Red elf is about to die. Red elf is about to die.
I doubt we're gonna get through this section without dying. Whoa, the lag
Red
is
elf
insane.
about to die.
Okay, I died right in front of the spawn
Red
point,
elf
which realistically is not that bad.
Red elf is born anew.
This section is so much easier with Valkyrie. To be honest. Valkyrie's dash allows her to dodge arrows really well. So, it's such a quick burst of movement. Start of it. Okay, there's no cheese. This doesn't look great. We're gonna try to dodge the arrows.
Red elf
You can
needs
kind of take a path there that helps the arrows typically miss. Close to your sword. Playing it safe. Even though our time is probably not looking great. We have left. Dungeon Deeps, Underworld Crossing, Deep Fortress Caldera. That's like 5 minutes. That's like 5 minutes. That puts us at P1. Underworld Crossing has to be at least like 5 minutes. Alright, little mental math. I'm gonna see if I can gauge our pace. But those are the timings for Link Xbox. All these levels are meal. Oh wait, I'm not gonna take box yet. That means my line was a little ugly, but I don't care. The real important part is that I should summon death later. Because I don't need death for this death warp. I'm gonna be able to die pretty easily. There's a lot of enemies here. It's the later death warp that's really hard to die on. Quickly at least. And having death for that one is much more important. If anything, we usually sometimes will die early here and it causes us issues. Oh, also lagging like crazy on this section.
Red elf needs food. Bad. Red elf is about to die.
Not really sure
Red
what I would
elf
do if like the
has
game
died.
crashed.
Red elf is born anew.
I mean, I guess that's the
Death has appeared.
Death, come on, you better get around that corner. I swear to God. I get stuck on everything. I'm gonna run down a bit and see if I can see him. Well, we have a couple good enemies that might
Red
kill us
elf
quickly.
needs food.
Yeah,
Badly.
going pretty good.
Red elf is about to die. Red elf
Sucks, dude.
has died. Red elf
Death doesn't
is born
follow.
anew.
Oh, I looked away. green smoke. One's on me. They did a lot of damage to him. Back here.
Red elf
We're gonna
needs
die.
food. Red elf is
Most
about
likely.
to die.
We didn't. It's miraculous. There's barrels that we can get some health from a little later. But it's also likely we'll probably just die here, so you know what? Use Continental. Usually don't. In favor of saving mana. Thought process is if I'm gonna die and lose time to that, respawn, I might as well save time by like this, weirdly. Okay. Don't vengeance. What are you doing? First thing I see, kill me. Or not. We're risking so much here, I'm gonna be honest. I just have to take a good death. If I can get a guard on the other side of the gate, that could work. We don't have to. I wanted to die right next to a spawn point, which will be very possible for the troll fight. Some trolls follow me here. We're about to get a spawn point. I can let them smack me. Once more.
Red elf
That's what I'm
has
talking about.
died.
Quick way to get our mana back up. Or you can't get a full falcon off. Okay, he's gonna roar. It's a lot. None of these are hitting. I have to smack him. That wasn't great, but it really wasn't that bad. What was this, 5.5 minutes? 6 minutes almost for this level. This run's not great. I'm guessing I'm shooting for a 58 here. Depending on how the rest of this goes. I feel like I remember Underworld Crossing being like a little under 3 minutes. That could be pretty good. If I get Underworld Crossing in under 3 minutes, I think we could be looking at some good splits. But I think that is all order. Especially with the fact that it just took me like fucking half a minute to load into the level. So, the strat that I've been kind of workshopping here, there's a lot of enemies on screen, and I think it affects the spawns of the next section. So I've started bursting them to kill a bunch, and then there's I think that could give us a higher chance of a bomb troll spawning. And something that happens very rarely, but has happened to me before, is 2 bomb trolls spawning in this section. And if 2 bomb trolls spawn, sometimes you can get an early one to explode you and then take another explosion right after pulling the lever. You get a really quick death warp. We didn't get any of that. A bunch of regular trolls. Worst case scenario, don't do any damage. We have to just run. It's fine, it's really not a big deal. Second teleporter, second area is typically slightly better for attempted death warps because we get Imperial Guards that have shields. Obviously do damage, but we'll see. Sometimes things just don't line up well. Like right now I'm almost leveled up, which kind of makes me just not want to take death warps here.
Red elf is about to
Died
die.
here.
Red elf is
Kind
born
of
anew.
silly. Unplanned. I was gonna let the blue guy hit me just to take a little damage. Yeah, see, this is the issue. So many of the guards are up top now. And one shield guy is not exactly gonna cut it with this warp, so I think we have to run again. So I was hoping for under 3 minutes. I think we're barely gonna make under 4 or 5 minutes. I think I was gauging the time for the split like way wrong. Let's let that hit though. There's a chance I can avoid the level up and take this death warp up here, but it means I can't spawn death, because if I spawn death as a safety, I'm gonna have to be able to burst him to avoid dying and screwing up the whole thing. I think my best chances are to just run this out and hope the health lines up well. And I don't have to burst, because if I have to burst, then I'll very well run out of mana. Or, not run, level up. Run out of yeah, which means we're just gonna have to run it back up. Again. Because the odds I take a fast enough death warp here, I think, are too low. So we're at 51. Caldera takes a little, like around 3 minutes, but, you know, PS2, so probably more. We're at 51:37. I think Deep Fortress is like a 3-minute level, but for us right now, oh, you know what? I was thinking Underworld Crossing was like it was like 2.5 minutes, probably because of 1 PMC. A lot of my timings in my head are going to be way off because of 1 PMC. So Deep Fortress, I have no fucking clue how long this level is. Caldera is about 3 minutes, a little bit over. But it'll be a little worse because of the load times. So, we'll try to set up for the death warp over here, though. And in order to do that, you have to let this bomb troll here explode you.
Red elf needs.
Don't touch the cheese. Oh my god, we can't take another explosion, I don't think. We are low. Not as low as I'd hoped to be, because we got really unlucky. But preferably, these bomb trolls won't either explode or despawn until... Okay, we fucked that up. This is okay. Hey, it'll be fine. It's category stuff.
Red elf needs food. Red elf is about
Still
to
a reasonable
die.
death warp, I think.
Red elf.
It just would have been faster with
Red
the
elf
troll.
is born anew.
Troll. Missed it. Still got the 1 cycle. You're just a little slow because you missed the first crystal, but like that doesn't really lose much time. Just go touch it again. I think we're still pushing territory. I think a 57 or a 56 might be possible. Not on this one. On a PS2. I have never missed these crystals. Would be certainly interesting to see what that looks like. Stopped spending my skill points, by the way, because we don't need them anymore. Our damage output has stopped mattering. As long as you're able to get the generators destroyed in Deep Fortress, it doesn't really matter. There's no more bosses or anything. Other than Caldera, but you don't attack him. You just press buttons. The lag, I'm not gonna lie, the lag is wild. It's a little hard to like get away from enemies. Like 10 FPS. It's kind of like, I mean, call me crazy. It's kind of like, I know that Seven Sorrows is a shitty game, right? Like in a way, I love it. But like on paper, yeah, it's kind of a shitty game. But I always played on 360, and so it runs really well. It looks kind of nice. Playing it on the PS2, I'm like, okay, this game looks like shit. It runs like shit. It feels like absolute garbage. And it's like, it's kind of, it's like it's the natural environment for this thing. I think generally your goal is to just make sure no one follows you across the bridge. And I would rather take an extra second or two to keep some enemies off, if it helps the Okay, that burst was not supposed to happen. I did not press the button.
Red elf is about
My controller has decided. Yeah, we did not get the trick either. It's like,
Red elf
actually,
has died. Red elf is born anew.
or we did. Man, that's really how much that accidental early burst can hurt, huh? It's like, I guess normally most of those enemies get knocked out first when they burst. Hey, 58-15. What's up, 58 Stephanie?